Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown, wrote Shakespeare in Henry IV, Part 2. Though it's often misquoted as heavy is the head, this phrase captures the weight of ruling a nation and the many responsibilities it entails. However, not all royals have been duty-driven. In fact, some have shown quite a human side. Today, we're diving into some famously petty moments from royal history. Before we start listing the grievances of the highborn, make sure to subscribe to our channel. And after watching, drop into the comments to tell us who else you'd like to see featured. Now let's start by examining one famous instance of royal pettiness. England's King George IV, for example, was famously unhappy with his bride, Caroline of Brunswick-Wolfenbüttel. They were engaged in 1794 for political and financial reasons. George's debts were so high that Parliament agreed to increase his allowance only if he married a suitable princess. But when George finally met Caroline, he was less than impressed by her appearance, hygiene, and manners. He reportedly got drunk before their wedding, endured 2 nights with her, and promptly separated. When he was crowned in 1821, he even banned Caroline from attending his coronation. She died just a few weeks later, possibly of an intestinal obstruction or cancer. George's feelings might have been complicated by his marriage to Maria Fitzherbert, which was void because she was Catholic. Another notable story of royal tension involves England's Edward II, who, upon ascending to the throne in 1307, married Isabella of France as part of a peace agreement between England and France. However, Edward had a close bond with a man named Piers Gaveston, and some speculate they may have been lovers, though others believe they were simply close companions. According to one story, Edward greeted Isabella with only a brief nod upon meeting her, saving his affection for Galveston. He was said to have given lavish gifts to Gaveston, neglecting his queen. And while royalty often balance leadership with family life, some struggle in the role of parent. Queen Victoria, for instance, was deeply attached to her daughter Beatrice and initially opposed her marriage to Prince Henry of Battenberg. Beatrice, however, insisted, prompting her mother to give her the silent treatment for months. Victoria eventually agreed to the marriage, but only if Beatrice continued serving as her secretary. In Sweden, Maria Eleonora, wife of King Gustavus Adolphus, faced her struggles with motherhood. After years of miscarriages, she finally gave birth to a daughter, Christina, in 1627. Upon learning the child was a girl, she reportedly expressed disappointment. Maria Eleonora's resentment was so intense that she may have even attempted to harm Christina in her infancy. Gustavus eventually took a close interest in Christina, and she went on to inherit the Swedish throne. France's Clovis, the first king to unite the Franks, had his notorious moment. After pillaging the town of Soissons in 486, he took a prized church vase, which one of his soldiers later smashed. Clovis seemed to let it go at the time, but a year later he struck back, smashing the soldier's skull in a moment of delayed revenge. A famous line from history, though we'll never know how Clovis pronounced the word vase. In 1832, King Louis Philippe of France entered a strange conflict known as the Pastry War with Mexico. A French pastry chef named Remontel claimed Mexican authorities had looted his bakery, prompting the king to demand 600,000 pesos in damages from Mexico. When Mexico refused, Louis Philippe ordered a blockade and a brief war, showing how far a king might go over pastry. Russia's Peter III, meanwhile, had a famous incident involving a toy soldier. Known for his love of toy soldiers, Peter discovered one night that a mouse had damaged one of his miniatures. Enraged, he staged a mock trial and even built a miniature gallows to carry out the mouse's execution. Catherine the Great's eventual takeover of the throne may have been for the best. So, which royal do you think was the prettiest? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks for watching this video. Before we end the video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.